Luke 6. Lord of the Sabbath. Now it happened that on the Sabbath he was passing through some grain fields, and his disciples were picking and eating the heads of grain, rubbing them their hands. But some of the Pharisees said, "Why do you do what is not lawful on the Sabbath?" And Jesus answered and said to them, "Have you not read what David did when he was hungry, and those who were with him, how he entered the house of God and took and ate the consecrated bread, which is not lawful for any to eat except the priest alone, and gave it to his companions? And God said to them, The Son of Man is Lord over the Sabbath." Jesus heals a man on the Sabbath. It happened that on another Sabbath he entered the synagogue and was teaching, and there was a man whose right hand was withered. And the scribes and the Pharisees were watching him closely to see if if he heals on the Sabbath, so that they might find reason to accuse him. But he knew what they were thinking, and he said to the man with the withered hand, "Get up and come forward." And he stood up and came forward. And Jesus said to them, "I ask you, is it lawful to do good or to do harm on the Sabbath, to save a life or to destroy it?" And after looking around at them all, he said to him, "Stretch out your hand." And he did, and his hand was restored. But they themselves were filled with rage and disgust throughout throughout what they might do to Jesus, and they were discussing what they might do to Jesus. Jesus appoints the 12. Now it happened that on the same time he went to the mountain to pray, and he was spending the whole night in prayer to God. And when day came, he called his disciples to him, and chose 12 of them, whom he also named as apostles: Simon, whom was also named Peter, Andrew his brother, James and John, and Philip and Bartholomew, Matthew and Thomas, James the son of Alphaeus, Simon who was called a zealot, Judas the son of James, Judas Iscariot, who later became a traitor. And Jesus came down with them and stood on a level place. And there was a large crowd of his disciples, and a great multitude of people from all Judah and Jerusalem, and the coastal region of Tyre and Sidon, who had come to hear him and to be healed by their diseases. And those who were troubled with unclean spirits were being cured, and all the crowds were trying to touch him, for the power was coming from him and healing them all. The prostitutes, the Beatitudes, and turning his gaze toward his disciples, he began to say, "Blessed are the poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are those who hunger now, blessed are those who hunger now, for you shall be satisfied. Blessed are those who cry now, for you shall still laugh. Blessed are blessed are you when men hate you and exalt you, and insult you, and scorn your name as evil, for the sake of the Son of Man. Be glad that the day, and leap for joy, for behold, the reward is great in heaven, for their Father were doing the same things to the prophets." Jesus pronounces woes. But woe to you who are rich, for you are receiving your comfort in full. Woe to you who are well fed now, for you shall be hungry. Woe to you who laugh now, nor shall you mourn and cry. Woe to you when all men speak well of you, for their fathers were doing the same to the false prophets. Love your enemies. But I say to you who hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who discourage you. Whoever hits you on the cheek, offer him the other as also. And whoever takes away your garment, do not withhold your tunic from him either. Give everyone who asks you, and everyone take away what is yours. Do not demand it back. And treat others the same way you want them to treat you. And if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, the credit is that to you. For even sinners do the same. If you lend to those from whom you expect to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners in order to receive back the same amount. But love your enemy, and do good, and lend, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, and He Himself, the kind of ungrateful and evil, be mercy just to your Father is merciful. Do not judge, and do not judge, you will not be judged, and do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Pardon, and you will be pardoned. Give, and you will be given to you. They will pour into your lap a good measure, pressured down, shaken together, running over, for by your standard of measurement it will be measured to you in return. He also spoke a pardon to them. Can a blind man guide a blind man? Will they not both fall into a pit? A student is not above his teacher, but everyone after he has been fully trained, he will be like his teacher. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of that in your own eye, when you yourself do not see the log in your own eye? And you hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. For there is no good tree which produces bad fruit, nor, on the other hand, a bad tree which produces good fruit. For each tree is known by its own fruit. For men do not gather figs from thorns, nor do they pick grapes from a bumble bush. A good man out of a good treasure of his heart brings forth what is good, and an evil man out of the treasures brings forth what is evil. For the mouth speaks from the abundance of his heart. Build your house on the rock. Now why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do what I say? Everyone who comes to me, and my words, and does them, I will show you whom he is like. He is like a man building a house, who dug and went deep, and laid a foundation on the rock. And when a flood occurred, a river burst against that house and could not shake it, because it had been well built. But the one who heard and did not do accordingly is like a man who built a house on the ground without any foundation, and the river burst again, and it collapsed, and the ruin of the house was great.